Hey everyone, welcome to Tactical Tuesday where we talk about tactics, gear, and more. And tonight's topic is mini tin survival kits and more. All right, but first, let's get everybody up here.
Hi,
And I
everyone.
froze just in time. Oh, so wow, what did I guess Uncle Al's been busy. He's been on a bunch of live streams today. Ciara, you've been busy on YouTube or in the garden?
I've been doing it all.
Doing it all. Yeah, I got done. Those have been following both here and on Camp Panton. I had the excavator and then the track loader. Everything's gone. Now I just got to get the cylinder on my Coyote fixed. Found a place that might be able to do it, so I got to take it off and take it up there tomorrow. But everything's looking a lot better over here. I got water out by the back garden, over by the pig pen. And so I'm going to be looking good this winter for water and doing stuff. And I just got about 4 or 5 hours worth of video to edit. 32 gigabytes. So let's see who all's here though first. All right. First one in and claiming the title. And dang, I should have thrown her the first place ribbon or medal is Pass McQuaddy. And then CR saying hi. And then Aiden Ears here. And CB at Hugo Homestead is here. Jay is in the house. Uncle Al came in and started saying hi to everybody. And Tibor is here. And yeah, everyone's talking back and forth. Oh, hang on. I got to throw a comment up here. I see a comment. I'll wait until the stream starts to tell the take that Les Stroud has on one of these mini 10 survival kits. Okay.
I seen that.
I got his book, but I haven't, seen his take on it. So, all right. Next, Rita Hunter came in. Gray notes here. And everyone's talking back and forth. Klingon Princess came in, joined the fray. Howie, Food Forest Permaculture is in the house. And if you need to learn about planting a garden, go check out Food Forest Permaculture. He does it outside, he does it inside, he does it everywhere. Okay, let's see. Suburban Hillbillies here. And everybody's chit-chatting, talking back and forth. Good. All right. Cool. Oh. So, Al, what's your day been going like?
Just busy answering questions, emails, and stuff. Everybody was asking me, "You're right, Uncle Al. On September 27th, 2019, everything came true." And I told people, right now they're coming after your kids mentally and physically, and nobody believed me on that in 2019. Now they're all sending me emails. What are they going to do? And I'm telling them I am
running away from your kids.
I keep typing back to them, I'm retiring. So good luck. It's your problem.
All right. Let's see. CB says she totally geek out on these mini kits. Amazing what people can fit into them. Yeah, it is. All right. And Jay says that Les Stroud's take on it can't hold enough for you do really good. Think compartmentalization. Yeah, okay, and that's what we were going to get into. And I got a little surprise twist on that too, Jay. And Tibor will give opinion only if asked. All right, so as we go along, Tibor, when you have an opinion to give, put it in caps so it draws our attention. And Emma's in the house. Hey, Emma.
Hello, Emma.
All righty. So, oh, wow. Emma just got 5 minutes of massive hail. Ouch. I hope your vehicles are okay and no windows got broken. Pretty sure the garden's toast. Oh, man. Yeah.
Well, it's a lot better than. Sorry, Emma, but I warned people about this in about 5 videos. Hail isn't one of the things you should really worried about. The next big thing is, look, Dorothy and Toto. Because froze again.
It's the school teacher on the bicycle.
Yeah, because right now, Texas and Oklahoma is getting hit with, northern Texas and Oklahoma are getting clobbered by 16 tornadoes in a row.
Hey, Tibor, Pastor McQuarrie's telling you to get up here. If you want to come up here, I'll drop the link for you. All right. So let's go back to the slideshow. And whop. All right, so we're going to be talking the main focus tonight, because we are flexible and we're able to do different things. So the main focus is going to be on little tins. All right, so the question is, what for? Why do you need little tins? Oh, okay. Before I go, I just saw a great comment. Rita put in a great comment there. Put it. You can get your thin magnets. You can get the ones like the refrigerator magnets. You can buy that material, and you can hot glue it on the bottom so it stays solid to one and just sticks to the second one. And CR dropped out again. CR's having problems. Uh-oh. What happened? He totally went away.
It's
CR, I went to try to add you back in, and you went totally away.
It's Canada. They have the secret police out there.
All right. All right. And add the stream. There he is. All right. Okay.
Sorry, I lost the audio.
How to garden. Okay, cool. All right. So what do we need the tins for? Well, there's Jay was saying, Les Stroud's thing is compartmentalization. You can do a whole bunch of little different tins. And that takes me back to Boy Scouts. Because Boy Scouts have those nice, if they use the external frames, have the ones with all the pockets all over it. And I had them sticking all sorts of crap in these little tins and putting it in their pockets, in the pockets of their backpacks. So they had one for fishing. They had one for fire starting. They had one full of Band-Aids and mosquito ointment, insect ointment and stuff. They had another one with moleskin and stuff for their toes, the antifungal cream and stuff like that. So I had them do different ones for different things on it.
So like sub-kits.
Yeah.
Or subcategory of it.
Yeah, that way you have it in a pocket, and it's like, oh, okay, I got this here, I got that there. If I need,
it's more organized.
Yeah. They don't have to break out. Hang on, Al. Let me make that big. Little jars. Cool. With corks in them. And that way they can, they don't have to break out the first aid kit if they need a Band-Aid. They don't have to, they can do simple stuff. Like if they're starting to get a blister on the foot, they pull out the foot one and they put a little moleskin around the blister area and they're good. Okay, just keeping it. Shady Hill Homestead is here. Hey, guys. All right, so, yeah, all right. You can write on it, engrave on it, what it is. What I found works really good is the Brother P-Touch labeler, and that way you can put a label along the one edge and across the top. That way they can see it 2A. All right. Shoot. I'm always going to screw it up. T-Hand's here. That's Tracy. T-Hand Homestead. All right. All right. So, what for? You can make these kits for just about anything you can think of. So let's go move on here. Back in the day when I was a little squirt, we used to go to we used to go to the Army surplus store. I probably have a half dozen little bags like you see over here, right there next to me, that were made for different things like ammo clips and stuff like that. That I used to carry all sorts of stuff in when I would go camping. Before, we had these things. And so, and they varied in size from just, that size where, you can drop a couple, like 5-round clip of 308 in there, or 30-06 I froze. And so, they had those with a couple of those. So I take the little plastic thing inside out and I just pack it up with other stuff. Compass, fishing line, all sorts of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
we lost Uncle audio.
Yeah. Lost my audio?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
I'm still good. All right, we're still good.
We're still good. Just Uncle Al pulled himself back and muted himself. All right. Garden Warrior Q is in the house.
Hello, everyone.
All right. So over the years, when they started coming out with 10s, people started moving to the 10s because, hey, it's a little more sturdy, and you have something that's breakable in there. It's not going to get crushed. And so you have a deep enough one, you have a cupcake in there. Anyways, yeah. All right. So after this, they started coming out with, I know this picture's a little fuzzy, but they got the one, they got a mirror that'll fit inside of one, and they got some other stuff, and they got a smaller tin that'll fit inside the bigger tin. And that bigger tin looks like it's a little bit bigger than a Secret's tin, which is 50% thicker than an Altoids.
I have one of those tins.
Yeah, and they also have the little tins. They got one here on the next to us in the middle here, next to Al, where the lid slides on and off, and that's kind of cool too. So, and you can do a lot of stuff. You can buy these mini survival tins pre-made. Check what's in them before you buy it. Make sure you go over the list, because sometimes they pack with shit you don't need. Pardon my French.
Oh, crap.
Right, but you could buy the tins, Gil, off of Amazon as cheaper.
Oh yeah, there is.
Probably like the blank tin.
Yeah,
right.
I got something here coming up on that, Al. You're gonna love this. All right, and then there's different ones that you can build your own. You can put your own stuff in it, whatever you want. Oh, hang on, I gotta go back here. These type fishing hooks. In all the years I fished, I've caught only one fish using a standard fish hook. Usually, I will catch fish using a number 1 spinner, and so I have spinners, number 1, number 2 spinners in my kits, and lines, so I can toss it out there, and I can just on a stick and just roll the line back in, and it'll spin, and I catch more fish that way. Hey, Albany Mountain Homestead. All right, so hey, they make round ones too, and you can buy this assorted kit on Amazon. Oh, you can also buy these where it's a threaded top, where it screws down, and you can actually by getting a thin piece of rubber from the craft store or hobby store, and put it in the top and hot glue it in the top. And screw it down. It's waterproof. Actually, Tibor, I baited with worms and stuff. I drowned more worms than you could believe with a regular hook. I always get a hit with the spinners and streams and stuff. At least in California and Arizona and Utah. But hey, there are bigger tins too, folks. Who out there in the side chat has not received one of these at Christmas time?
I have the exact same tin.
Yeah,
I have a fruitcake tin.
Yeah, My wife
Same
probably
brand.
has about 10 of these, and she's given twice that many away. And one of her tins, she keeps it just like this, full of sewing supplies. When she went to scout camp, she had one that went to scout camp, had all the scout uniform thread colors matched, needles and everything else there to use up at scout camp. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody likes the cookies, Tracy. Never get a fruit cake. I've been passing this tin for the last 20 years.
Yeah. All right. Next one here. Oh, there's thinner ones too. And if you get the ones from over in Europe, they call them biscuits instead of cookies. But yeah, it's a thinner one, so you can fill up and use it. Now these last two tins I showed you, Al, what would you use these for? As far as
Let's see.
supplies.
For supplies?
For your emergency supplies, kits, whatever.
Well, I can make about 6 different kinds, but a basic survival kit in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would leave out the first aid because I find out I have more space if I put just survival in it and not first aid. I have a tin only for first aid. It's a lot easier and everything's there. It's not jumbled up. And I have one for fire. A lot of people don't realize, you can put charcoal and wood and tinder in it and a little tube of. And then
Lighter
you have
fluid.
and you have a little fire right there. You don't have to make a fire pit. Everything burns inside the can.
Yeah. Okay.
I've done that.
All right. Hang on a second here. CB said make char cloth. Yes, you can use these to make char cloth in. And you can even use it for making biochar too, small amounts of biochar, which is also good for starting a fire as well. Now.
Oh, can I just add something real quick?
Sure.
This reminds me of I know it as the word, what's it? Oh my gosh, it just slipped my mind. The hobo, Buddy Burn. Yes, that's it. Yeah. That's what it's reminding me of with the cardboard and the wax. Yeah. That's what it reminds me of now.
Right, hang on, let me check it. Throw something up here. Boom.
Hi, Dustin.
There we go. Yeah, I was saying hi to Dustin there. And Gear's in the house too. So we got King Poopa, Dustin, King Poopa, and then we got Gear Grinding 19 is in the house now. All right. Now, these bigger ones, the thick the Royal Danish and the Copenhagen ones here, they're great for putting in your get home bag. And you can put stuff in your bag that you want to make sure doesn't get crushed or punctured, like those soft-sided packets of applesauce. The applesauce on the go or the Go-Gurt with things. You can put those in there, and it protects them, and it goes in your get home bag. Mm-hmm. Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
So the bigger ones, you can put more stuff in there. I mean, if you have the thin ones like this one showing here, you could put if you get your dehydrated packets for Mountain House stuff, put them in there so they're better protected, so it doesn't get accidentally poked in your bag. And you go to use it, you find out it's been poked for 1.5 years and it's nasty.
Yeah,
so you can put your spork in there.
Yeah. And so you can keep a lot. You can use these for a lot of different things. In your get home bag, bug out bag, run away to fight another day bag, whatever type bag you have, you can put this in here. Now these work also great in the car, in the trunk. So you put stuff in the trunk, you stack a couple of them in there, and you're gonna have stuff getting damaged. You can turn it up on its side and tuck it around, however you want to do it, and stuff works. These work pretty good. For
maybe those wire packet, those little 4-ounce wire packages or something like that.
Exactly.
Right, but better use for it for the car, cat litter for tractions in snow and mud.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you ever have a busted bag of cat litter in the back of the truck?
Oh yeah,
it's always nasty. Fun.
Yeah. Well, that on this you probably want to use the bigger one. The Danish one. Okay, so let's move on here. But hey, wait a minute. They make bigger ones that are not round. They make some rectangular ones, some low rectangular ones or square.
Oh yeah, for cookies, candies, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes, Christmas time. These things that are all around in the stores at Christmas time. Hey, you buy some of these, and for Christmas gifts, stocking stuffers or whatever else. When the kids are done with them, and they're going to throw them away, say no, give them to me. I'm going to use the tins. And then you teach them how to use the tin. The next year, they ain't going to give up the tin. They're going to be putting their own stuff in the tin. And that's that. So, and I froze. Hang on, I'm reading here. Yeah, some of those you can put a workable fixed blade, or even the big buck folding knife, or one of the big Gerber folding knives,
Mm-hmm.
Locking blade, of course. Oh, cool. Leave it on the kitchen counter to conceal a self-protection device. Yes. Oh, in that case, you keep one by the nightstand that looks like it's one of the ones for chocolates. No one's going to question it on the wife's side of the bed. A thing of chocolate there.
I have the good book, a hollowed out Bible.
Yeah. Yeah, and some actually talking about pocket pistols. My mom, back before she met my dad, when her first serious boyfriend that she was engaged to was an Army Air Corps pilot in World War II. He gave her a 25 caliber semi-auto, and he got shot down. So, anyways, yeah, so it's. I mean, for me, I can swallow that whole thing up in my hand. You make it disappear. So, hey, Stringfield Ridge Farm, woo! And so, so there's a lot of things you can put in those things around the house to hide. Like I said, the number one thing you get used for at my house, my sister's house, when my mom was alive at her house, was sewing materials. Bobbins, threads, all sorts of fun stuff. Oh, if you're going to do that, Jay, just fill one full of cement. One of the thinner ones. Throw it like a frisbee at the intruder. They think it's a cookie tin until they get hit by 10 pounds of concrete. Oh, jeez.
Okay, now I'm going to show you the reason why we have these tins, because it started out with Shorty, I forgot his last name, Wiseman, doing tobacco tins and filling it out for SAE or SAO or SAS to escape from German prison camps. And nobody ever searched a metal pipe tobacco can.
Yeah.
And we'll have all that stuff from first aid to navigation, water purification, start fires, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now today, because everybody on YouTube do these, and that's a good one right there.
Yeah, Altoids.
Right. And Altoids is really simple. Now I just got earbuds in it, but you could fill everything in it. Another tip that Wiseman says, what people forget, this, you could use it as a signal mirror.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, polish it up like, yeah.
And then the other thing is you could tape stuff on it like razor blades, needles, magnetic needles, fish hooks. It's right there on the lid. So it saves space inside and it saves space inside the container. Now, Gil remembers this because he's old as me.
Yes, I love the old Band-Aid ones. You can't find those. If you find those around anywhere, someone's garage sale, then chunk box they're giving away, grab those. Those things
Right.
are fantastic.
You know what it's worth on eBay right now? Take a wild guess. I got offered for this one.
$12.
Nope, 175.
Collector.
In mint condition. This is collectors.
Yeah. Well, here's something else you can put in those. The lens cleaning wipes. This is alcohol, so the material's safe for using on the glasses, and it's alcohol for if you need to swab down an injury. Something else.
Set something on fire.
Something else I put in mine. So I can get the little chunk of broccoli out, or I can reach in the back and get the chunk of meat out.
Right.
But dental picks and stuff like that, and floss things like this go great in those tins.
Right. And then remember I keep telling people you could use little metal boxes or you could use vials. This one I was setting up for a friend as a spice kit. So you can put salt, pepper, sugar, garlic, whatever you want, and you have spices right there.
Yeah. Well, heck, Al, if like Kaylin, reviews all those MRE kits, all the salt and spice packets and that, you just load up a tin full of those from that, and that way you break down, you throw away the excess stuff, the packaging and stuff you don't need for the MRE kit, and then you put that in the big one, but you keep all your small spices and salt in one of these.
Yeah, we were talking about that, but the trouble is you cannot fill those little bags again, and the bottles you can.
Yeah. The other thing too, okay, I'm gonna. So we're halfway through. I'm gonna throw the monkey wrench now. Here comes the monkey wrench. It doesn't have to be metal. We have some even small, about half the size of this, that we use stuff in. The soap containers for camping. Those work great for putting stuff in. Pill containers, vitamins and whatever. They get small to the bigger ones. And I just thought of this today. I don't have any empty yet because all my glasses are still good. But if you have an extra glass case like this, without the glasses, you broke the glasses or whatever, you still have everything with the wipe in it. You put the wipe in there and you can wrap it around whatever stuff in there. That way, if somebody sees it, they think the glasses are wrapped up in there. Not realize you could have some first aid stuff in there. And the Tupperware being waterproof as well. Interesting about that is that this is Rubbermaid, but Rubbermaid also makes the round ones with the screw on top that are absolutely waterproof. Yes, we are officially out of the box and into the plastic.
Right, but you could also use Ziploc bags.
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling people you get a heavy gauge Ziploc bag. Bigger the bag, it's better for two reasons. One, it's a container for water, because everybody forgets. Because, you put water in there. I had a gallon bag, and I made a survival kit out of it, and I had another bag in it to hold stuff, and it's like right there. You can carry food, water, whatever you need.
Yeah, that's all like CR did on a couple weeks ago. He said, had everybody give some items, and then what can you make with those items? And they had a Ziploc bag, and it's like, and some other stuff you do, a water strainer and whatever else. To have one, you put some cotton in the bottom, whatever, and just strain the water through it. Have a little hole cut the hole in the corner of the Ziploc, and you have it just make an impromptu water filter.
Also, Springfield Ridge, if you use a 45, it's great to carry extra clips. I carry 2.
Yeah, or 9mm, or 10mm slash Smith & Wesson 40. Now,
just make sure you wrap it up. Hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim. Yeah. Now, Al, you brought something up. I was going to try to show it here, but my wife didn't leave one here. My daughter has one across the street. My wife brings it with her when she comes here. It's a crafty thing, folks. but what she does is she takes the long Ziploc brand snack bags, and she'll take about 10 or 15 of them and hot glue gun the bottom of them together. Then she has a quilted cloth cover. She hot glues it into we lost CR. Hot glues it into the cover, and it folds it over. It has a little button she sews on it there and everything else. She calls it her pill burrito, and she'll have she has a bunch of first aid stuff in there. And here's CR back, and so yeah, something like that. But she has all these things. So one Ziploc will have ibuprofen, Tylenol, Tylenol PM, Benadryl. And what she does sometimes on the Ziploc, she will hot glue inside to make it a half or a third compartment one. So it's still the Ziploc on the top keeps the pills from going from one to the other, but she can get out whichever type pill she wants.
And hi, Kaylin.
Hey, Kaylin.
I think we caught up with everybody. Let me double check. Oh, Terry Kreis. Sorry about that, Terry.
Terry, missed you coming in. Hey, Terry. And CR went out again. He's having connection problems. I hope it's not storming up there.
No, it's Canada. Canada is monitoring people.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. TJ.
I know. Yeah, he's we passed a law that nobody can transfer their own gun ownership. We know who all has them now.
Well, that backfired.
Yeah.
Oh,
one of the things to consider, though, like on the pill burrito, I'm going to see if I can get my wife to do a video on how to make one, showing how she does it. Because she makes them and gives them away. But, and she'll have all sorts of different things. She'll have one full of Band-Aids. She'll have, and one of the ones she has the little tubes of, the little tubes, not the big tubes of the antibiotic ointment and all that stuff in there. And she takes that whenever she's on the road. Because if she needs to, she's got the the green Claritin, and then the blue one is, I forget what the blue one is, blue cap one. They're the two, the generic ones of the major allergy medications from we get the Members Mark brand. Exact same stuff, just a lot less.
Right. On the vacuum sealer Klingon Princess, it's good if you're setting up a kit, a medium-sized kit in a bag. It keeps it waterproof and safe. But you got to also think, once you open it,
no, she's talking about using as dividing it.
Right.
Yeah, they have to have the thing is with the Ziploc bags and stuff, you put too much heat on it, it distorts. And that's why she the hot glue gun, she can drizzle a little hot glue in there, and it's not hot enough to melt the bag. And so what she'll do is she'll dribble it in there and then press it down so that it seals. Yeah, hot glue, Albany, it can. She basically she just kind of drizzles it in there, so it's all as it's dripping out, it's already cooling. So
you don't want point first.
You don't want to touch the tip of it to it. No. So you kind of just the guy that drizzles out of the tip there, and you kind of do that. Okay. Oh, sorry. I've got a squirrel moment. Here. If you have an air compressor with one of those air blower things, CR's back.
Yeah, now I got the sound.
Yay! So if you have one of those dust blower things, for your air compressor for working on stuff, you take one of those, you take a hot glue gun, and you start squeezing the glue out, and you blow it, and as it goes up against stuff, it forms cobwebs for a haunted house. It works great.
Right. Tibor mentions button compasses. They're all right. They'll show you the directions, but not plotting for a course. Usually I keep that separate because the trouble with button compasses, if it's like all the Chinese ones, after 5 years they go off. I live in an area with a lot of iron, so I have one button compass that I take out, and it goes like this.
Yeah. Yeah. The there are. I don't have it around here. Actually, I gave that one away on one of my giveaways. I had a small military grade compass that would have just barely fit in the secrets container, but nothing else would have gone in there then.
Right. CR, you have any questions?
Oh, what do you got? Okay. Oh, he's got Ziploc bags rolled up together. Yeah. Yeah, and some of his stuff at CR's done, he's taken the CR, I'm getting just static from you.
I know. See, it's I'm
the cannibals eating them.
I'm having issues, and I just restarted the phone too. Maybe I'll come back in. I'll come back in again.
No, it's okay. Wait,
for the fifth time.
Yeah, it only makes the noise when you're unmuted and you're not talking. So it's not making
froze.
But when you're unmuted and you talk, it picks you
I'll just
up
come back.
instead of
I'll just come
stuff.
back.
Okay. All right. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do for different things besides the metal tins. I have a bunch of the. I should have brought some in here. Because I had the my little pill thing here, but I have the bigger bunch of the bigger vitamin ones and stuff. Once they're empty, I don't throw those out. I save them. I'm sorry. My mom was a child of depression, and she taught me to save everything. So, hey.
TN's here.
Okay, I'm just checking that something there. Okay. Tennessee Bushcrafter. Hey, how's it going? Our resident electrician has just arrived. And the net kicked Jay off too. So there is a lot of options for making from the I've seen tins that size, half the size of this.
Yep.
Oh, the mini Altoids or something like that.
Yeah, the mini. Oh, then there's some mini Altoids, the ones you got to pinch the back outside of it so it pops open. But I mean,
make stuff out of snuff boxes.
Snuff boxes, yep.
I even made a buddy burner from a snuff container, and they say that won't catch on fire, Uncle Al. I said, light it up.
Yeah.
They still have their eyebrows coming back in.
Yeah. Drop that down, and
like I said, I know fire. So if anybody wants to learn an easy way to use an old ice cube tray, you get cotton balls and paraffin wax, some potassium nitrate, and some hot paraffin wax, and you make Uncle Al's little fire starters.
I've seen one of these where basically they loaded it up with cotton balls, and they put Vaseline and Crisco in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they mixed up a thing and got the cotton balls, and they packed it all in there. And so basically they would just light the container, do whatever they needed to do, and then put it out.
Yep.
I like that. It's great in the winter.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially the paraffin cubes. Throw that in a fireplace. See, people freak out.
Okay. So I just saw something popped up here. Peru, Brazil border region, 6.5 earthquake.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to bring up onto the page here. Let me get it up here first. I should have done this before. It's got to spell it right.
While we're waiting for that, another good container you could use, it's not as small as these, is the mini waterproof containers you use for your phones.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You could use that as a survival kit. Just take out the phone and put in whatever you need.
OtterBox makes a bunch of different sized ones. And that was something else people were using. for a while it was big, and then the Altoid 10s came back again.
Right.
But here we go. On Amazon, 30 pack of these for $21. 48 pack of the half ounce mini rounds, lip balm size with the screw on lids, but they got different sizes. They've got half ounce, bigger ones. They got cute ones. Hey, if you have a daughter, guys, get one of these. Find out what sort of cutesy metal thing what pattern she would like. Build her a couple of emergency kits, survival kits.
Oh yeah, they'll love that. It's personalized too.
Yeah. Here's some 2-ounce ones. Some 2-ounce screw on. Are those screw on top?
Yes.
Yes, screw top. There are screw top, screw lids.
I like that Think Putty. That also burns fairly bright and hard. So if anybody's using that Think Putty, do not go near fire.
Okay.
And Gil froze again.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to unplug my camera, plug it back in, and I'll be right back in again.
Okay. CR, do you have any questions?
I guess I'll. Yeah. See, I like these metal tins for my fire kits generally. Well, sometimes I'll go with a waterproof that seals good, but usually I.
Yeah, I don't see. Are you still there? His mic dropped him.
Yep.
Well, look at the one thing. Remind me. You can use these also to put Skittles or other hard candy in, because sometimes you need that hard candy for morale and just for the energy from the sugar rush.
Right. And we see next to it the mini slide tins on top to the left. Yeah, your mic went out. Those little slide tins, you can put in char cloth in there.
Yeah.
And just slide it open, strike whatever you need, and then close it up after you got ember.
Yeah. And, with these things, you're looking at these like, all right, 48 pack of the 2-ounce ones. You'd have to go in and get the measurements and stuff figured out for $22. That's probably a little thing. But if you can find some of the larger ones, and you figure out, why would I want to get 22 of them or 48? Christmas presents. Make a little survival kit and give it out to your friends and stuff.
Also, another neat thing is anybody in candle making with the little round tins that you get, I forgot what size it is. I think it's the 4-ounce size. You can make a candle out of it. And if you need a quick light, you just unscrew it and you're frozen again.
Yeah, okay. So Tibor's asking, Tennessee got a question. How upcoming state law change going to affect camping along rivers for campers and fishers? And Tennessee's what law are you referring to? So I guess there's some laws changing either down there in Tennessee with regarding camping stuff. I know someone posted on Facebook the new licenses for fishing, different types of fishing, hunting, the before price and the after price. And some of the stuff went up 100%, the fees and stuff.
Oh, yeah. If you're going to make charcoal, do what Tennessee says, make it in a paint can. But for carrying, I use the little slide top because I could carry 20 of those and they should stay all dry.
Problem is, for the last 5 years or so, any paint can I got is not all metal.
True.
It's got a metal lid and the metal ring on top, and the rest of it is ABS or poly. So, yeah.
I got a supplier that still sells me metal cans. So
yeah, you can buy on Amazon here metal cans as well. All right, some 2-ounce ones with a clear lid on them. I'm going to see if I can change the parameters on this and go back to the top. Actually, scroll down real quick. Altoids. And no, then I have it. Okay, so let me try 5 OUN ounce.
And you get cupcakes.
All right, you got the jars, the tins, the 4 ounce for making candles in,
Right.
for making your own type candles and stuff. So there's a lot of different type tins that you can get.
When you put tins down, folks, make sure it has screw top, or you're going to get something like making cupcakes.
Here's all right, so these are 5 ounce, a 12 pack, so basically $1.50 per, but it's screw top lid, and you can load them up with whatever you want to load them up with. 5 ounce one, and you look at it, the dice and stuff fitting in there and stuff, that gives you perspective of what size it is. So hey, coffee is something what coffee means. Coffee for those that can't live without coffee.
Or tea, or sugar, or salt. Yeah. You could do a lot of things. If you get the 1 pound size, you could put flour in there. Let's see, what else did I put in there? I put flour one time. I put in.
Take a look what Dustin put in. Here it is. Survival kit in a metal bedpan.
They have that.
Going back to the making char cloth and stuff. Let me pull this other one back up here. Go back up to this one here. These tins here are big enough and deep enough to make char cloth in nicely. And you can, if you find, I found these in different sizes. One that just fits inside of the other. The one that fits inside the other, you turn the inner one into a little stove. So you can do stuff with that. All right, what else we got here? It says punk wood char is way better than char cloth.
It depends on what type of wood you're using. Because I've seen some people made some punk wood out of some weird woods, and it didn't catch on fire; it just smoked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you get some of the good fat wood, they call it. We used to call it pitch wood.
Right.
Well, it's just loaded with the resin and stuff. I mean, you just get that stuff started by rubbing it hot with your hand. It'll flame up just about. It's just so good stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, but you got to be careful when you're doing wood char, because you got to get the right. Birch is okay, and I found out cedar's okay. I have problems with other woods because my family won't let me make fires in the backyard anymore.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, they're think inside the box and outside the box, folks. With all the different type of containers you have around, whether it's an old eyeglass container you can put stuff in, the small Rubbermaid Tupperware stuff. Blue Vandal, hey, welcome aboard. Even any type of container. Now, if the vitamin containers, they're watertight. And so if you have stuff that you really want to protect and stuff and keep dry, because hey, you may have one of these tins in your pocket and you break down, and or you have it in your truck, you stuck it in your pockets, and you're trucking along trying to get home, and all of a sudden it starts just downpouring on you. You pull out your thing for a firewood starter, and you realize that the water, you're so drenched, the water got into your fire starting kit, and it ain't no good no more. So, that's some of the things to think about for it. Think about all sorts of situations. Don't just say, all right, I'm going to do this, and this is going to work anytime in July. Well, what about December? So you need to plan out for every type of condition you think you might need it. And I think a lot of people are going to start going to, in reality, should be going to the bigger jars for the vitamin jars and stuff, the small ones that are about 3 times the size of this. You can put a lot of stuff in there, and it's watertight.
Right. But remember, folks, you want to make sure it's adaptable to your area. It doesn't work if you're putting like a lot of fishing gear and you live where I live in the desert. Yeah, those dirt fish really catch really good.
Yeah. Yeah, pillbot, yeah. Make good fishing kits or fire kits. Yeah, exactly. And just keeping up on it. Yeah, talking about the coyotes and the wolves and stuff. Yeah. All right. Shoot, we're getting close to the end here.
Yeah, you
CR.
got about 4 minutes or 8 minutes?
We got 8 minutes. But CR, anything else you want to add? Any things you want to share? Any pictures of some of your kits? Because I know CR did several videos on kits, and he just had them all laid out there, all the kits. He had Ziploc bags folded up and stuffed in one kit. He had two
Froze again.
2 tins that look identical, but he had different things in them. And there's actually a it's mini eyeglasses that they fold up and they fold up again, real small. So you keep them in there, or you just have the high-powered magnifying glass. And it's something like a 10 or 15 power magnifying glass. That way, you need to get a splinter out. You can see it good, but you can also great for starting a fire too.
Or you could use a Frenzel lens, which is a lot lighter and smaller, and it will fit into the 10.
Oh, speaking of which, it's out in the shop. The credit cards. I have a credit card size Fresnel lens. I gave a bunch of them out when Pat Family Compound, the other channel, hit 1,000 subscribers. I gave out like 10 of them, and they will fit. They'll just about fit in a.
Froze.
Yeah, I just stopped and I looked. I'm not sure. It won't quite fit in the secrets. It will
fit in the Altoids because it's longer. Yeah, I tested it. It does fit in these.
Cool. All right.
Because Gil, I won the.
Yeah, you got that. You also got one of the little credit card tools too, right?
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Man does not live with wolves. But after 40 generations of domesticating them, they're no longer considered wolves. But it's got, Yeah, you can. Yeah, Kaylin, you can with those plastic ones. You can trim them to fit inside the other containers and stuff.
Oh, and people stop using remember the big box TVs they used to have with the Fresnel lenses on them?
The rear screen projection TVs, yeah.
Right. I had some guy showed me his death ray, and he was pointing at a pot, and I said, "Your wife's going to kill you." And he pointed the pot to cook food in it. Guess what the Fresnel lens did to that pot?
Well, it's like taking a blowtorch on the one spot. He had it focused down to a dot instead of focused to a bigger area.
Right.
And it burned through it, didn't it?
Yeah. And his wife hit him with the remains of that pot. It was so funny. I thought, you made a death ray out of an old rear screen projector.
Hey, my neighbor across the street has been going out to the dump out here in Goshen and the one up in Idaho Falls looking for the old rear projection TVs, and he's got about half a dozen of those big lenses. His plan is to set it up so that the focus on it is not pinpoint, but the focus on it is about 4 inches or 4-inch round, and he's got a piece of 4-inch ductile iron pipe. You ain't gonna burn through that.
No.
And he's gonna hook it up with fittings and stuff, so that when the sun goes over, as it goes over, it's going to heat up that pipe, and it'll give him boiling water. So
or
he
steam,
can
either way.
or steam, but he's going to have it on a circulating pump, so it never gets quite the steam because you have cooler water coming in, and he uses a heat exchange for his hot water tank. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, more talk about those. Tilting lens in a frame. Yeah. If you do it right on those lenses, like for a tilting lens or whatever, I know we're off topic, but hey, it's gear and more. So we're talking about more right now. If you can make your own sun oven using one of those, so that the focal point is beyond where you have your sun oven box sitting with your Dutch oven in there. That way, as it passes by the Dutch oven, it's about the same size as the Dutch oven. So the Dutch oven's getting heat all over it, but not hot enough to burn the food on a certain spot or cause the iron to get soft.
Right,
Unlike,
but you have to be careful, folks, because it will reach up temperatures of 400 degrees plus.
Or higher.
Or higher. Froze again.
Yeah. Just catching up there. Yeah. So your magnifying lens, if you played with the thing, you had to adjust the lens to fry the ants. Same thing with the Fresnel lens. Basically, it's just you're just adjusting the thing on it. All right, we're coming up on the end here. Let me get the data up here. Okay, so Thursday night at midnight Eastern, or 10 o'clock Mountain, 9 Pacific, 11 Central. On Thursday is going to be Gray Man Prepping. It's the midnight ride with Gray Man Prepping, and we go into all sorts of topics. And the only thing is that's not allowed is we will skirt political things, but that's it. So I can cook. Cool. So on Thursday is the midnight ride with Gray Man Prepping. On Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound is plants that defend your garden. I pushed that back a week because yesterday I barely got in and got it set up in time because I was so busy running the loader all day and I didn't even think to set it up in the morning. So on Monday is plants that'll defend your garden on Camp Patton. Here again on Tactical Tuesday, we're talking about a sensitive subject as far as certain platforms are concerned. Most notably, Facebook. They don't like people talking about the summer blackouts that are predicted, and that's what we're going to be talking about, things you can do to get by and steps to take so you don't, lose all your food and stuff. So we talked a little bit about this last Thursday when CR was up there. We talked about that a little bit, but this was already on the schedule for the summer blackouts because Al, are you with Southern Edison?
Yes.
Yeah. Southern Edison for Southern California put out a warning that they didn't put out. They released it in the most obtuse way where with outlets that people weren't going to be seeing it, warning of a lot of brownouts and blackouts this summer.
Yep. And folks, because I'm Southern Edison, folks, if you're in the LA area or in San Diego, you're going to increase. The far-reaching district where I'm at the edge, it's not too bad. But if you're in a major city, I would. What's that your friend sells? The little power units.
He doesn't sell them. He reviews them. The quote solar generators, which aren't a generator, basically they are a multiple charged power station, which means you can charge it from the solar, you can plug it in the wall and charge it from the wall until the power goes out, and then it's out. But he reviews a bunch of them. The one he does has a on his company website, he has set up for selling the Titan, which is the Lincoln Continental of all power stations right now. But what's going on in Northern California, where my wife is, they're on PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, and they put out the same thing, and they hid their notification. They hid it on their website, and fortunately, someone was using something other than the G search and found it and put it and started putting it out there. And Facebook is taking down their notification 3 times, saying, "This is the link to find out what it is." And they go, "Oh, you're putting out false information." He's got one. Oh, he's got the 50th anniversary one. And here's the thing, though, folks. I'm going to get a little political here in the last couple seconds since we're over. California has truly proven they're run by a bunch of and basically, I got a bunch of choice words I like to use. They passed a law that went into effect that all new housing has to be total electric, no natural gas. The majority of houses in California are natural gas or propane up in the mountains. And even the propane, they can't use propane. It has to be set up for all electric. If they're off grid, it's got to be all electric. They can't even produce electricity to keep from going in the brownouts and blackouts now. If everybody gets on an electric car, like the great nuisance is pushing for, you're going to see power outages constantly in California. And guess what? As stupid California goes, a lot of the other states follow along. Okay, just checking up on there. Yeah, Tennessee, California used to have thousands of mini hydroelectric plants on all the rivers, and because of certain extreme environmentalists who gave false testimony saying that it was damaging the fish population, had them all tore out. Well, they took out all these dams, so all these little mini ponds and stuff along the rivers disappeared. It turned back the way it was. Well, the fish population dropped because the fish were not. With the other ways, they'd have these ladders going around each one of these dams. Dams were only 10 feet tall. The ladder would go around, they'd flew up the fish ladder into the thing, and they could swim gently, recoup their strength for the next one. A lot of the fish aren't making it, they're dying before they get to the spawning grounds.
Right. And also because of those lack of pools, they don't have any food to eat.
Yeah.
So they're starving as they try to make it to the spawning grounds. So that backfired on the green plan.
Yeah. And then, of course, these environmentalists are trying to blame it on other things now. It's like, no, you guys screwed up. Anyway, so we're over here. Thank everyone for coming in here. You've been great in the side chat. I'd like to thank Uncle Al and CR for coming up here and sharing some of their stuff. And let's see here. All right. So, yeah, everyone, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps. Mini 10 kits, water, food, medications. Keep extra medications in mini 10 kits. And most importantly, last two things. If you don't have a garden, plant a garden. If you have a garden, try expanding it. And add to your skills. Learn to do more things. Hey, Wendy, how's it going? Hardneck Farms is here. Just in time for us to say goodbye. All right, folks. So Thursday night, midnight Eastern for the midnight ride. Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern. I may be going to 10 o'clock on Mondays if Courtney is dropping Mondays off her schedule. So, and then 10 o'clock here next Tuesday. All righty. See you guys later.